I'm here with Hot Boys International.
That's right, baby! Hot Boys International! The hottest tag team in professional wrestling today! Rep, last month, not only did we out-wrestle you, we outsmarted you to win! Rep, we gonna have the cheese on you. What do you think? What do you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Wrestling. I'm Stephen James.
Introducing
I don't actually know where Mr. Entertainment Heritage Champion is.
He represents the Rising Suns, hailing from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 185 pounds, the bougie boy, Griffin McCoy.
The bougie boy, Griffin McCoy here, with the biggest opportunity to date that he's had here in Capital Wrestling, as it is triple threat action to determine the #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship.
Introducing next, approaching the ring from Wildwood Crest, New Jersey, he weighs in at 226 pounds, the Jersey Muscle Shock, Steve Gibki.
The Jersey Muscle Jock, Steve Gibki, making his
And
way
finally,
here in Capital Wrestling by beating
about to make his way down the aisle from the Avenue of the Strongest. He weighs in at 542 pounds. He stands 6'7" tall. This is Colossal Mike Law.
And finally, Harry Tajanian joining me at the broadcast table. Where have you been, Harry?
Taking care of business here, Steven. There's a lot of things that need to be taken care of as an owner.
Like this beautiful carnival with a man eating chicken.
Yeah, a man eating chicken.
It was just like Harrington eating chicken.
That is a man eating chicken. And the colossal Mike Law making his way. Speaking of chickens.
Speaking of chickens, this is the true heart of the Capitol. The Colossal Mike Law. Colossal Mike Law here trying to win the opportunity to be the #1 contender for the championship that he made prestigious here in Capital Wrestling. That's inarguable. The only two-time Capital Wrestling Sapphire Television champion here, Harry, looking once again to put himself in a position to reclaim what was once his.
The man is a coward who sucker punched me in the face, Steven.
Well,
and the only reason I put him in this matchup was with the hope that he fails again. So close, you're so far away from Mike Law story, as far as I'm concerned.
You have a very punchable face. What can I say?
You're just full of it tonight, huh?
Vim and vigor, my friend.
I'm glad somebody punched that beard off of your face.
I don't want to talk about it.
But here we have three tremendous athletes.
Tremendous athletes indeed. All three men hungry here. The biggest opportunity for Griffin McCoy thus far. And don't forget, Stephen Gibki, no stranger to big match situations in Nashville, taking on the Capital Wrestling champion, Homicide.
Coming up short, but
I wonder how he came up short.
If you would let me finish, I was going to say still a tremendous, a tremendous matchup and nothing he should be ashamed of.
Oh, and look at the strength of Gibki being able to counter both men.
Tremendous athlete, not much brains, but a tremendous athlete.
Will you leave this man alone?
New Jersey's favorite illegitimate son, Stephen Gibki.
And now the bougie boy shoving Gibki. I don't know if he's going to want to do that. Oh, and striking is Gibki, but you got to remember, there's a third member in this matchup, chopped by Mike Law, and unaffected as he tosses him, and now gives Mike Law, for good measure, a taste of what he was giving McCoy. Clotheslines.
Those big forearms, those gigantic forearms, but that's the, oh, look at that.
Running head scissors.
That's the danger of these three-way matchups. You think you have control with one of your opponents, and then the other one takes you out, and now it's down to Colossal Mike Law and Griffin McCoy.
Using the leg to roll through to stand him up for that standing drop kick. And Mike Law gaining an advantage here briefly, driving Stephen Gibki to the outside as he tried to get up on that apron, but Mike Law wisely, as Griffin McCoy tries to sneak through, can't get it. Ducking underneath. Inverted atomic drop by McCoy. And that heel to the chin of Mike Law, standing him up. Has him up. Oh, powering Mike Law up.
And Griffin McCoy showing he is no slouch athletically to these two pedigreed competitors.
And Gibki.
And look at the strength of one Stephen Gibki. But smartly, Griffin McCoy making his way out, climbing over Gibki.
Double drop kick. But again, taunting the crowd here is McCoy. Like you said, with these triple threats, there's not much time to be had in between. And now striking Gibki in the corner.
And normally those chops will take the air out of one of your opponents, but Gibki with that massive chest. And Mike Law getting a kick to the stomach for his troubles.
Irish whipping Mike Law, but getting caught by Gibki. McCoy now caught by Gibki.
Massive double clothesline. The Jersey muscle jock. Ooh!
German suplex. Going for it again.
Oh, wow. Dropping.
Turning Mike Law inside out.
Right on the back of his neck.
And now lowering the strap is Gibki. In control. Went to whip in the corner. Law using his athleticism to get away. Ducking underneath. Kick to the midsection. And now Law looking for something. Swinging neck breaker looking for it, but countered by Gibki. Oh, spinning him inside out with that clothesline. And how impressive in the early goings of this match is Gibki. But just as we say that, McCoy coming in, and all three men flat on the mat. You can see how important this #1 contendership for the Sapphire Television Championship is, as all three men giving everything they can here tonight.
It's one of the most prestigious championships in the wrestling business, not just because you're here in the Capitol, but it gets you free admission to Sapphire's Gentlemen's Club in New York City, Sapphire NYC.
Proud sponsor of Capital Wrestling, as all these men face off in the Sapphire ring.
Ooh, look at that kick from Griffin McCoy.
Forearm by Law, and strikes by McCoy.
The quick hands and feet of McCoy. Every time he gets in the ring, you see him getting better and better.
Improving.
Ooh, a cutter from the middle rope.
Improving You think he would have improved that time? Oh! Popping up with the spine buster, driving him down.
The force there, and I don't know how wise it is to maybe not go for a pin there. Griffin McCoy, again, you're just so impressed by how good he is every time he's been in the ring. I mean, he's young, he's got a lot of years ahead of him in this business.
Making a statement here, again, under the tutelage of the Rising Suns and Jimmy Rave.
I mean,
you wonder what the speculation is, the hubbub about the Rising Suns now. Cover.
A lot of turmoil.
1, 2. A lot of turmoil.
And Griffin McCoy out here by himself, a rarity for members of the Rising Sun. They usually travel in a pack.
You have to wonder what this means as a whole for them with all the turmoil going on.
Whatever's going on with them, it can't hurt if one of your competitors is the #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship.
And McCoy in a firm position to do just that. Spinning neckbreaker.
And McCoy in pain. Mike Law should be going for a cover here, but instead he's choosing to prance around and gloat. Maybe this is why he always comes up just short. Pun intended. And the referee checking on Griffin McCoy. Mike Law taking umbrage with that.
Shoving the ref in the way as McCoy goes to the outside. The ref checking on McCoy, but here comes Gibki. Gibki has him up. Oh, driving him down in the middle of the ring. Cover. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner and the new #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship, the Jersey Muscle Shock, Steve Gibki.
And you heard it from Mark Adam Haggerty declaring definitively that Stephen Gibki, the Jersey Muscle Jock, is now the #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship, Harry.
I mean, an impressive performance, no doubt about it. I have personal issues with Gibki. I don't think he's the smartest competitor, but his athletic ability cannot be denied. And now he is the #1 contender for the Sapphire Television Championship.
Mike Law coming up just short. How impressive was Griffin
McCoy? I see what he
McCoy?
did there, just short.
What are you talking about?
Because he's short. He's a tiny guy.
You're being ridiculous.
Capital Wrestling is proudly sponsored by Sapphire New York. Experience the peak of New York nightlife at any of Sapphire's 3 locations in the heart of New York City. World-class food, world-class bartenders, and world-class entertainment and atmosphere, Sapphire New York will leave you wanting more. Find out on how you can have an elite experience at nysapphire.com. It's a battle of intergalactic proportions tonight within the SRG universe as Capital Wrestling's Anthony Gangone as the Masked Llama and Colossal Mike Law as Merlin Von Berlin do battle.
Punch!
Devastating fight by Von Berlin. Devastating kick by the Llama.
360 diving hoof tackle.
What does that mean? Find out now by joining the SRG Universe by ordering at srguniverse.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Capital Wrestling, and we're kicking it off in Tag Team Championship style with the rep. I'm Stephen James, being joined by Mr. Entertainment, the owner of Capital Wrestling, Harry Jujanian. Harry, what a big night we have tonight.
Absolutely, Stephen, and to kick it off, we have not just a tag team championship match, but a very unorthodox tag team championship match. We're throwing everything out the window. We're going Freebird rules here because the champions, Hot Boiz International, and the rep got 3 members each. Let's, no confusion about it. Let's settle it in. A lot of people complaining about people on the outside. We don't have to worry about that. It's going to be 3-on-3 for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Championships tonight.
The newly won and newly crowned Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We saw recently Hot Boiz International.
You're saying it wrong. Hot Boiz International. That's how it's pronounced. You got to read your sheet. It's written out there phonetically. Look at all the O's there.
It actually is.
And here we see Hot Boiz International being escorted by Bobby Orlando and, of course, Bobby Jr.
Not being escorted tonight.
Hot Boiz! Hot Boiz! Hot Boiz! It's us! Bobby Orlando, Eric Martin, Lucky 12, Lucky 13!
And Bobby Jr.
Yes, as you heard from Bobby Orlando, not just going to be on the outside. He's going to be the competitor tonight as Casey Navarro not here tonight.
Now the question is, will Bobby Jr. being on the outside play a factor at all here?
I've been telling you for years it's a loaded goat.
It's not a loaded goat. How do you load a goat?
They're slowly, carefully, perhaps seductively.
You're a sick man, you know that? You got kicked out of the military for making people uncomfortable in the school.
It's not even funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's a little bit funny. Right now is tag team championship action as Julius Smokes, Nate Carter, Dave McCall will face off with Eric Martin, Lucky 13, and Bobby Orlando for the tag team championships.
Once again, this contest is for the Capital Tag Team Championship. Introducing first are the challengers to my left, being accompanied to the ring by Maven Bentley. First, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the Devil's son-in-law, Julius Smokes.
Julius Smokes
And his tag team partners from West Philadelphia, weighing in at 480 pounds, Dave McCall and Nate Carter, the Rep. And their opponents to my right, fighting out of Hot Boise, Idaho.
Hot Boys? Is that a real
Being
place?
accompanied to the ring by Bobby Jr. They are the goatest of all time, Bobby Orlando, the classic Eric Martin, and Lucky 13. They are your Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Hot Boys International.
Hot Boys International getting ready to defend their newly christened Capital Wrestling Tag Team Championships here. As you alluded to before, Harry, operating under Freebird rules, it's going to be a six-man tag here.
Yeah, and you know, we did that. You know, I mean, these are groups of individuals who've united together. Of course, Hot Boys International have been running buddies for a while now. The Rep, you know, bringing in an old friend, Julius Smokes, here to the Capitol.
We saw him make the save on a recent episode of Capital Wrestling Television. Now, as you've alluded to over the past few months, all Capital Wrestling title matches will be operated under referee's discretion. So that is important to note here, folks.
Well, it's like any other sport. The referee has discretion to let, you know, how intense he's going to let the hitting go, you know, in the NHL or the NFL, how hard he's going to let him play, how strict he wants to call it. I mean, we want results here at the Capitol, and that's part of why we're doing the Freebird rules here.
This is going to be as hard-hitting as they come here.
Something unique, something a little bit different for the Capitol citizens.
And remember, Hot Boys International still undefeated here in Capital Wrestling and tag team action.
And Julius Smokes on the outside. He's going to be the X factor here again. You know, Hot Boys International have been together for over a year now. And Julius Smokes just showing up here at the Capitol. A little bit disrespectfully, may I add.
You're saying just showing up as if this man isn't a legend in the scene, a guy who's been around for decades here.
Well,
the institutional knowledge will be important.
You think with that much experience, he would know to shake the owner's hand. How about that?
He was too busy shaking things up here in the Capitol.
Well, all that aside, a tremendous competitor. There is no doubt about that.
As we begin this match with Lucky 13 and Dave McCall squaring off here.
But again,
both men feeling each other out, ducking underneath is Lucky 13. Oh, and look at the bravado, the braggadocious nature. Oh, and as soon as Dave McCall goes to get a piece of Lucky 13, he powders out of the ring. Oh, but standing right in front of him, surrounded by Julius Smokes and Maven Bentley here, and quickly Lucky 13 gets back in the ring. It's not going to be like last time. There's no Casey Navarro on the outside. The numbers advantage for once isn't in the favor of Hot Boys International.
Well, Casey Navarro out, well, doing what he does best, partying. He has the night off. He requested it.
You
It was
gave him the
received.
night off.
Well, you know, he's deserved it. I mean, this has been a big year for him. The first freestyle division champion and then a tag team champion.
Listen to the sound. And the rep is fired up after losing their tag team championship. Julius Smokes saying he wants the smoke. Let him in.
Bobby Orlando. This is his first time in a little bit here. He's not in the ring as often as he has been in the past. He's been the spiritual leader of the Hot Boys.
Does his knee pad say mom?
Well, listen, he loves his mom. What's so wrong about that? Just because he has a good relationship with his mother, and your mother abandoned you.
Oh, those chops to the chest in the corner. Bobby Orlando should call his mama now because he's getting beaten like a redheaded stepchild right now.
If he can't call her, she should definitely hear what's going on.
Irish whip into the corner. Saying no more chops, begging off. Went for a chop of his own and missed. Oh, a chop down is Bobby Orlando. Not in a good position.
That can't feel great.
Flipping him over. Sent halfway to Saskatoon. Standing drop kick, getting a little bit of a head of steam there. Cover. 1, 2.
Quickly, Bobby Orlando going into his corner, seeking refuge in the corner, very smart, trying to shake the momentum here. Again, Bobby hasn't been in the ring in this level of competition in a while.
Tag made to Eric Martin and Julius Smokes tagging in.
Nate Carter, the powerhouse of the rep. The
powerhouse. They're all powerhouses for sure.
No doubt, but within the powerhouse, he's the powerhouse of the powerhouses. Let's not.
Incredible. Both powerhouses of both teams here. As Eric Martin, is he wearing suede boots?
What's wrong with looking fashionable? You wouldn't know anything about that, I get it, but you know, sometimes you have to represent. You got to dress like a winner.
And Carter, strong shoulder block.
You can't dress like a Turkish discotheque owner like you do.
Oh, and knee to the back by Bobby Orlando, getting a receipt quickly. And the rep looking over their shoulder at every single turn. But finally the numbers game catching up. Oh, and now Eric Martin taunting McCall and Smokes.
And the psychology, so smart of him.
Because now on the outside, Carter getting worked over by Lucky 13 and Bobby Orlando. They gotta maintain and control their emotions if they want to win back their championships.
And that
tonight.
right there is the intelligence of someone like an Eric Martin, smartly knowing to take advantage of the mentality of these two, so angry, so aggressive that they're, instead of just waiting patiently, they're hurting their own tag team partner because they're that hot-headed.
That aggressiveness has served them well as becoming,
not in that moment,
Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions on their first outing in the Capital, losing them just recently to the aforementioned Hot Boys International.
Well, and this is a big deal for them. They want to prove that that wasn't a fluke.
Looking to fly is Lucky 13, nailing Carter, kick to the back of the head. And super kick by Martin.
The teamwork. Oh, senton bomb.
Cover. 1, 2.
And smartly, Dave McCall breaking up the pin, salvaging this tag team opportunity. But you can't deny the teamwork, the amazing teamwork we're seeing from Hot Boys International.
Separating Carter now in the corner, cutting off that ring. And now again, Smokes being a little bit too eager here. Referee Nick Shin being played like a fiddle. And Bobby Orlando looking to whip Nate Carter. It's not happening tonight. Oh, and Eric Martin now pulling the arm off. Back into the corner. working him over. The tag needs to be made.
And look at how crisp those tags are, how quick in and out. You know, Hot Boys, they know they have a reputation for being these party animals. And listen, they have every right to celebrate when you're that talented, when you're the champions, when you're that good looking. You can wrestle in suede boots.
And another tag made to Lucky 13. Carter in deep trouble here. Both members of the rep as well trying to find, oh! 1, 2, oh, 1 count only as wisely Nick Shin in position, noticing that Carter was able to grab that bottom rope.
Very lucky for the rep that they ended up in that position, that Nate Carter ended up by the ropes.
The tag has to be made though, as the other members of the rep on the outside feeling anemic here. Gotta make the tag. Double shoulder block from the middle rope, but he's gotta make the tag here. Chopping on the bit on the outside is Smokes and McCall. Can the tag be made as he tries to get into position? The tag is made. And here comes McCall. Down goes Orlando. Down goes Martin. Down goes Lucky 13. And the tide seem to be changing here.
Bobby Orlando going for a ride.
Pancake practically, oh, but 13 and Eric Martin tried to get back in it. Pop-up headbutt. Oh! The rep regaining control here.
A bad situation, not looking good for Hot Boys International. And those suede boots now in the air as Eric Martin.
Oh! Down in the middle of the ring, but rolling out. Who's the legal man here but Bobby Orlando? Coming into the ring with Bobby Jr.
There for moral support only.
Moral support. Oh, hey. Maven Bentley taking Bobby Jr. away.
Dropping poor Bobby Jr. on his head. What's the matter with him?
Julius Smokes with the drop kick in the corner.
Oh, no. Bobby Orlando in a dangerous position here.
That's gotta be it in the middle of the ring for the Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions. 2, 3. And Bobby Jr. face down in the middle of the ring. That's what you get when you try to mess with the rep.
A tremendous upset here at the Capital Wrestling as the rep regain the Tag Team Championships for a second time here at Capital Wrestling. They are Tag Team Champions. And they're ready to
only 2-time Capital Wrestling Tag Team Champions in our history.
Well, I was about to say that if you didn't interrupt me. I was going to say that. I was going to say they're the only 2-time Tag Team Champions here at Capital Wrestling.
And after that performance, it doesn't look like there's going to be anything else.
Oh, no. Bobby Jr., don't do this. No, there's no reason to do this. The match is over. Oh! Bring the bell. Bring the damn bell. Bring that bell. Bring the bell. Come on. That's disgusting.
What do you mean? That was brilliant.
That's disgusting.
Finally, that goat got what it deserved.
Can we get some help out here for Bobby Jr. for God's sake?
Are you serious?
Can we get some help out here in the back? Hold on.
Want to be the first to catch Capital Wrestling television? Want to watch it uncut, uncensored, and without any ads? Well then fuel up with Gas Digital. Become a Gas Digital subscriber now, not only to watch Capital Wrestling every Saturday at 11 a.m. in HD, but also watch live podcasts such as Legion of Skanks, The Real Ass Podcast, Believe You Me with Michael Bisping, High Society Radio, and more live on-demand programming. Head to gasdigital.com and sign up for High Octane, All Access, and get a 14-day free trial. Gas Digital. Fuel up. It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man.
What is he doing?
Here it comes! Splash in the middle of the ring, bringing them through that wood!
And somehow Ichiro kicks out.
How are these men fighting?
That was was the fabulous finish sponsored by To Be the Man, available on Amazon.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all you pendejos in the lucha libre business, this, my friends, are the world title of Capital Wrestling. I'm your champion. I am the notorious 27 Homicide. I beat people up for living and I get paid. That's a dream. You know what's gonna be my other dream? Is getting my hands on you, Anthony Gangrel, whatever your name is. You the second best. Mofo, I am number one. I'm a former champion of other companies like Big Japan, TNA Wrestling, ROH Wrestling, and it goes on and on. And by the fact, I should be the first ballot of professional wrestling business. And let me tell you something to you, Mr. Anthony. I'm going to capture your television champion. You know what that means? I'm going to have the world title in my shoulder, and I'm going to have the other one in my other shoulder. And you and your family or your friends can't do nothing about it. Yo soy el futuro de la lucha libre y ya llegó. Yo soy el campeón en el mundo. Not tri-state, not city, the world. Go back to your home, Anthony. Because Harry got something for you. Yo soy el campeón.